Welcome back to the show. Ladies and gentlemen, ito ang GG Easy All-Star Invitational. Syempre, kami ang inyong mga host pa rin. My name is Eliza Taylor. Kasama natin si Laika Mea. Laika, we are now finally into our semifinals. Finally! Best of one pa rin to, guys, no? And when we go into our grand finals, doon ata tayo makakita ng ating best of three.
Oo, yan talaga. Ang unang maglalaban sa ating semifinals, kakapanood natin sa laban nila etong Going Bulilit. So, lalaban ulit sila against naman, this time, Gibo and Friends. Tapos mamaya, yung isa pang semifinal match natin ay Bren E. Smurfs versus Jillian's Angels. So, unahin na natin dito sa unang semifinals game natin. Nakita naman natin kanina, ang ganda mag-hold ng sites nitong Going Bulilit. Samantalang itong Gibo and Friends, maganda rin naman sila mag-hold ng sites. Kita natin yung split win nila kanina, daming nangyari sila yung team na nag-overtime kanina, tama ba?
Yep. Sila yon, and with the help of Gibo and Gado, hindi sila magkapatid as far as I know. Kasi maraming nagtatanong dyan, pero the legendary crosshair na nakikita natin from this team, no, maraming natutuwa at maraming naiengganyo na parang mas malaki pa dun sa tao, sa kalaban, yung crosshair na meron. But it works. I mean, di ba? Kung saan ka komportable. If it works, then it works.
Pero parang kung ako yung gumagamit ng crosshair, parang hindi siya mag-work para sa akin. Napipil ko talaga sadyang gifted lang talaga tong mga players natin dito. Kaya kaya nilang paglaruan at i-experimentan yung settings nila. Pero yun nga, Eliza, semifinals na tayo. Biruin mo yan. It's been an amazing day. Ayoko sabihin long day kasi mahaba siya in a sense na marami tayong matches. Pero lahat naman ng matches natin, ang gaganda ng mga laban
Totoo, walang palya sa pag-entertain sa ating mga viewers, and talagang sineseryoso ng mga players talaga natin yung labanan na meron dito, no? As you look into your screen, nakikita natin dyan, Gibo and Friends, binubuo ng ating mga team members yan, which is sina Foods, Gibo, Trix, at si Gado. Grabe naman yung dalawang tricks dito, no? Let's see if they have some tricks.
Tricks dyan. Up their sleeves.
Ayun, up their sleeves. Pasok na pasok. Pakilala mo naman yung mga tao sa Going Bulilit, Laika.
So, dito naman sa Going Bulilit, we have Beats, Borkum, JG, Kachaw, at syempre, ang ating ultimate Going Bulilit, si Nash. So, kanina, ang ganda ng laban ng mga yan. Tingnan natin kung paano maghaharap tong dalawang G na teams. Kasi yun yung initial nila, diba? Gibo and Friends, Going Bulilit.
Oo. G na G. G na G nga, no? Tingnan din natin kung makikita natin dito yung Star Magic Power na meron ang Going Bulilit dito. And I think this is gonna be a very interesting match that we have for today. Knowing we can see how players adjust talaga when it comes, kasi we all know it's obvious that these players are not on their respective teams. Pinaghalo-halo tong mga players na ito. And the way they adjust, nakikita natin yan sa mga matches natin. Sa una, parang medyo kalat pa, wala pa tayong sistemang nakikita. But along the way, as matches go forward, and habang patagal ng patagal yung mga yon, nakukuha nila yung momentum, yung chemistry na kailangan nila to win rounds and to win games.
Nagkakaroon sila ng kani-kanilang synergy, which is what we love to see in these kinds of tournaments. Kunyari yan, pinagsama-sama mo yung mga team members na hindi naman sila sanay na makipaglaro sa isa't isa, pero somewhere along the line, mapipick up nila yung game style ng isa't isa, and then they just get synchronized. Okay na okay yung laban nila. Pero now, let's move on to the map bans that we have right here. So, itong Gibo and Friends, binan nila itong bind. Siguro natakot sila kasi nakita nila ang lakas ng Going Bulilit team dito.
Grabe yung power ni Borkum sa pag-flash at paggamit ng Rolling Thunder. And also, dito naman para sa Going Bulilit side, binan nila ang Haven. As far as I can remember, I think they banned this also a while ago para sa kanilang side, no? And now, we are gonna see the map Ascent again for the third time, if I'm not mistaken, para sa ating mga matches sa araw na ito. Ascent is very interesting map kasi parang ito yung middle grounds of everyone. It's hard, it's tough for attackers, but But if you can push through, if you're aggressive and you get that engagements, you get that kills, I mean, it's gunfights, di ba? So, paunahan na lang kung sino unang ma-pick off flavor picks o kaya naman na talagang push talaga na sagaran, kumbaga, para sa mga teams na ito. Magkakaalaman yan. Makikita naman natin sa ating match for today.
Very interesting din to kasi pareho tong teams na to, hindi pa natin sila nakitang makipaglaban sa Ascent. So for sure, may bago na naman tayong place na mapipick up dito. Pero speaking of bago, meron rin tayong mga bagong pasabog later on. So ang kailangan nyo lang naman gawin para makasali kayo sa mga pasabog namin dito ay sumali sa ating giveaways. Napakasimple lang ng mechanics. Check nyo na yung pinned comment para sa mga official hashtags na pwede nyong gamitin. So, una nyong kailangan gawin dyan ay i-like and share itong stream natin. Make sure na nakaset siya to public. I-cheer nyo naman ang inyong favorite teams dito sa ating GG Easy All-Star Tournament. Dun sa comment section, isama nyo yung ating official hashtags. And who knows, baka kayo na yung susunod na mananalo ng ating mga pasabog.
I mean, we announced already yung mga nanalo sa ating XSplit kanina and nakapag-announce na rin tayo ng mga nanalo para sa GCash natin. We actually even announced ang isa sa mga nanalo para sa ating Legion Gaming peripherals that we have, 'di ba? Yung keyboard natin. Eh meron pa tayong mouse, meron pa tayong headset, may mga XSplit pa tayo. Tignan natin kung sino ba ang mananalo sa mga viewers natin. Dahil aside from viewers winning prizes, ang mga teams natin dito are actually gonna take home 25,000 pesos para sa kanilang champion. Pag silang nag-champion, winner takes all dito. Lahat sa inyo na. Game na to.
Wala nang hati-hati. Wala. Kung sinong manalo first place, inyo na yung 25,000. Bahala na kayong maghati dyan sa premyo na yan. Basta yung team nyo, i-enjoy nyo yan. Kasi pinaghirapan nyo naman talaga yan.
Tama. And without, syempre, of our help of our sponsors out there and our viewers as well, bigyan ko lang ng isang mabilisang shoutouts yung ating mga viewers sa Twitch channel natin. So, hello sa inyo, Megong 13. Binabato, or chinicheer nyo na agad dito yung Bren E. Smurfs. Mamaya makikita natin silang maglaro. And si Leonard, andyan din si TF Cloud na kanina pa nanonood, kanina pang umaga, actually, hapon rather. And G. Die Order. G-Die Order. Sorry. Kasi ang hirap basahin ng mga pangalan sa Twitch, di ba?
Jedi, parang Jedi Order ata yun.
Oo nga eh. Parang Jedi
Parang
Order.
ganon.
Die Father. Go Astralis. Parang maling stream ka ata napunta, no?
May naliligaw tayo.
Ang naglalaban dito Gibo and Friends tsaka Going Bulilit. Pero sabi dito ni Leonard, Going Bulilit tayo dito. Suportahan natin yung mga teams na nandito at naglalaro ngayon. Pati yung mga players. Sino ba yung paborito nyo player? Paalam nyo sa amin yan sa comment section. Sa Facebook ba, Laika? Anong meron?
Meron dito tayo sa Facebook ay ang dami nag-cheer. Let's go Going Bulilit kay Jennifer Montilla, kay Angeline De Los Santos. Meron din tayo dito mga excited sa Bren Eastburfs and Jillian Angels, tulad na lang ni Matt Kua, pati ni Dwayne Marcos David. Excited lahat ng tao. Pero kanina, Eliza, sabi mo nga, hindi naman magiging posible ang lahat ng to without the support of our viewers and of our sponsors. So let's take this moment to thank our friends over at Globe at Home. Because with Globe at Home, you can recreate the world right at home. At pasalamatan na rin natin yung ating official PC partner, ang Legion Philippines. Stylish outside, savage inside. Pati na rin ang Intel Gaming. Intel, gaming happens with Intel. Ayan. Meron din tayong XSplit, of course, powered by XSplit tayo dito, and brought to you by Valorant PH and Valorant Rising.
I think we are now ready para sa ating matches para sa araw na ito. This is again the semifinals para sa match natin. Let's give it up para sa ating mga casters for today. Vyminal and Ling, please do take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, GG Easy is in full swing. Nag-iinat pa lang tayo dito, Ling. Ang dami pang mangyayari. Semifinals, round 1, right? It's
Semifinals, round 1.
Just getting started. Yeah, never mind. Go ahead.
It is just getting started. Indeed, Vyminal. Sobrang nagkakaintan talaga mga teams natin ngayong gabi. And of course, we are going to be expecting a lot more action here back-to-back on towards our semifinals match. Join with us tonight, of course, is Vyminal, my co-caster. And
Sure.
pagkakas natin naman ng mga laro ng teams ngayong gabi. Kung isipin mo, ang rami na nilang pinagdaanan so far. I mean, Gibo and friends, a team not to be taken lightly, and we've just seen a while ago kung what can Goin Bulilit do at this point. Considering sa mga map picks and bannings na, or rather, the map bans na
Yeah.
kung ano nangyari just a while ago was actually enough. I mean, kung napanood nila yun, man, this is Goin Bulilit is a force not to be reckoned with and a team not to be playing up against blind.
Absolutely. And introducing our players, it's going to be Foods, Gibo, Tricks, and Gado. So ito na ang mga Gina teams natin na sabi nga ni Laika. And for Going Bulilit, it's going to be Beats, Borkum, JG, Kachao, and Nash. Now, Ling, I'm sure you're going to agree with me that both of these teams, napakaganda ng synergy na pinakita nila. I mean,
Both
kaya diba, sobrang onti lang yung heads up time na binigay natin for this GG Easy All-Star Invitational. And that's sort of part of the fun, right?
definitely is going to be part of the fun. But speaking of synergy, I was expecting, or rather, I've actually seen a lot of that coming out from the Tricks dynamic kanina just a while ago on Split. But unfortunately, hindi natin makikita yun because things are going to be changing for a little bit because ilalaro nila sila sa Ascent at mukhang we are definitely going to be seeing more of this duo just to go in for that defensive hold and really hopefully put a lot more plays to offer and to see for our audience for tonight once they actually play this out on a different map.
Now it's going to be Borkum on his signature breach again. JG on the Omen. Kachao going to be on that Reyna duelist. We've seen how effective she can be on that lurk, especially on the defense. Beats once again on that Cypher. Again, typically Beats, diba? Usually the duelist siya. Pero, we're seeing pretty much the same composition from the previous game. And we've seen how efficient they can go as a team. So this time, Tricks, diba? Mag-jet siya dito.
Mukhang dalawang tricks na po magpa-pop off as duelist for tonight. And of course, tulad na sinabi ng mga hosts just a while ago, they might actually have a few tricks up their sleeves. Like literally, tricks talaga ang lalabas natin dito. And of course, makikita natin Gibo and friends. Mukhang ilalabas na ni Foods ang kanyang Killjoy on towards this map. And of course, a pretty wait, what? Tatlong
Triple duelists. And for sure, Gibo is going to play smoke. What? Wait.
They don't have controllers.
On a hot minute. Walang hard smoker link. Okay.
Wala.
This is pretty interesting. Okay, what are we seeing here? I don't know. I'm at a loss for words here.
What? This is a pretty unusual pick coming out from Gibo and friends. Like, honestly, confident ako with their aim, but I wasn't really expecting that to happen for this current composition na meron sila ngayong for tonight on towards your team. Kasi triple duelist with literally no chances of picking like anyone to even settle for a controller here on towards this lineup. And it's pretty interesting. You know what? It's very interesting for the fact here kasi I guess they're gonna be relying solely on the duels and not exactly going for something talagang isolations. There's no isolations that gonna be coming into play. Nakikita mo talaga dito, double flashes could actually be a huge part on how the games are gonna be going. But duels? Straight up duels, aggressive plays?
Ascent, diba, Ling? You have that huge opening in mid lane, right? And then, parang may control din kung wala kang smoke sa short. Paano kung na may naka-op sa short, diba? Tapos the dry peak, the flashes only last a few seconds and it's a finite number of flashes. So I guess they're not going to be taking a lot of mid control here. But we'll see how this plays out. I mean, ating mga pro players, of course, meron sila kanya-kanyang strategy and talagang pinagplanuhan, pinag-isipan nila to. Let's see if it works out. Very interesting double sentinel lineup. Let's see how it actually works out on offense here. Kasi Gibo and friends, they're gonna be starting out on offense link.
Starting out on offense, pero really do nakapagpondo sila dito on towards the scoreboard na to make their lives as defenders later on towards the second half to a little bit be more doable coming out from them. But of course, the standard play and the B main hold dito na we're gonna be stacking. Although Borkup, no trade's gonna be coming out for him so far because Gadowers po with the frenzy making a few openings and the 2 kills po just to even go on towards the B side take. But so far, mukhang the Omen playing all the way from CT all throughout behind the smoke. He's gonna be making a few frags for himself, trying to delay the pop to happen, but John though, walang masasagot because Trick with the aggressive peek all towards Speedway. It's gonna be 1 kill that he's gonna be at least be securing for this run, but Bagito, Nasha Guas, mukhang makukulit na Bulilit ang makita natin ngayong gabi because he's gonna be trying to at least contest for the angle here for Foods, but he's gonna be failing with that frenzy.
I mean, with a heavy duelist stacked team composition, I won't be surprised. Like if they sort of steamroll the first few rounds, right? Pero pag naka-adjust na sila John Kicks, pag may operator na sila, feeling ko dun na mahihirapan yung Gibo and Friends. Kasi wala silang hard smoke. Meron silang smoke ng jet. Pero sapat ba yan? Para ma-seal off yung sort of operator angles.
Well, yeah, we definitely have to see a lot more here when it comes to like their operator plays, their aggressive pick. Pero parang ginagawa lang tinong spikers ng Gibo and Friends. Like literally, ninarush lang nila ang site. Straight up going for the contesting on towards the angles. But Borko mukhang hindi pa niya bibigay yung mga openings na kinakailangan ng Gibo and Friends to even go in for the rushes here. But this time around, it's not gonna be a rush. They're going for the slow-paced plays here. That's what we've seen coming out from Food with the Kildren. He's gonna be leading out the parade with his Spectre, managing to even pick off one and actually trying to at least disrupt the rotation na nanggaling sa Omen. Another one to fall down. It seems like we are going to be seeing the spike not yet planted on basically any part of the map. Foods killing off 3 on the other. It seems like there's going to be one less player, one less lonely boy na si Beats na mababagsak at 0-2 na po bibigyan natin para sa Gibo and Friends.
Nicely put. But like Foods on that very effective lurk over there. I mean, he was able to single-handedly take down 3 of the agents from Goin Bulilit right there, although he did have the gun advantage with that Spectre. So I guess that was totally worth the risk. I like the sort of restraint they did there. Kahit na alam nila may gun advantage sila, hindi sila nag sort of hard rush. Hindi one-dimensional yung play ng Gibo and Friends ngayon eh. Napakaganda na pinapakita nila dito. Let's see if they can sustain their momentum here. Si Borko talagang mag-iinatan dito. He's gonna be using his flashes here. See if he can hold him off.
Yes, definitely trying to hold them off, but Gadowers punishing anyone who's going in for the aggressive peek down towards mid. But Borkum though, mukhang sinusubukan niya to actually play this one out back to his favor because the wall banks are definitely going to be connecting this time around. Although a play on towards A, makita natin that the spike is still going to be on its way towards A main. It seems like Tricks going in for the flash peek, but walang mag-aabang sa kanya para dito. Although another Tricks going to be coming into play and going for the spike plant on towards A, and it's going to be a 3v3 na kung saan the breach is gonna be low on HP. Fault line being up to play. It seems like Foods there. Mukhang mga caught off guard pa nga si Beats and probably gonna be getting another one coming up from Borkom. Now the Phoenix all the way from Garden. Mukhang si Bagito. Wala po tayong makikita dyan, sir. Walang batang makulit na gusto mag-peek all the way towards heaven because tingnan natin dito, Gibo and Friends, although we actually seen aggressive plays coming out from them, they are not over-aggressing and not even giving up any point in time na makakatawid tayo with that crossfire na binibigay nila on towards site, and Trix is gonna be there para tapusin tong round na to na isang mabilisan with a 0-3.
I mean, check that out. Food 7-0 on the scoreboard. He's been making it happen for his team, diba? Parang naglalurk siya, sort of opening the site all by himself, getting a frag or 2. And then parang hindi mo nakikita to usually na napaka-agre na nagiging entry ang Killjoy or sobrang lurker ng Killjoy. And, he has that autonomy kasi, Gibo is on that cipher, so he can still play the info game together with his team. And he has that sort of confidence that no one's going to be in the flank because he has that turret, he has those tripwires. So I kind of get the rationale here. But I'm waiting for Goin Bulilit to try and adjust.
Well, they are trying their best to actually adjust around this. Ang hirap kasi isang napaka-explosive play that have been giving out so far. They really have nothing to even papalagin nun. But although we are going to see a few shots being hit out by Kachao here, making a counter opening na ginagawa nila all the way from A main. Borkum though, managed to at least go in for the defense and a Colat! And the 3K to even top that out, Vim. At Wong is gonna finish this off with the 4K.
Oh my
Man,
God.
Cher
With a
is
tactical
coming to
crouch.
hand.
I mean, okay, Borkum, you deserve it, man. I mean, that was just such an insane hold right there. I mean, yun talaga yung, sobrang lakas ng breach, sobrang S tier talaga ng breach Ling. And sobrang kung nakuha mo yung timing ng flash pick na ganun. Kahit ikaw lang mag-isa ikaw mag-flash, tapos biglang ikaw rin mag-pick rin. And talagang grabe yung lineup ni Gibo and friends. So, sayang. On their end, it was going so well, despite Foods getting an opening pick there as well.
Yeah, ang ganda ng pinakita ni Borcom nun. He has definitely been a master for the breach. But so far po, Gibo though, he's gonna be managing to at least get a headshot here para sa Cubby. Flash pick is gonna be coming out to play here, but Borcom is not gonna be committing the swing. I was really hoping for another kill na makuha niya once he actually gets ahead of Gado. And that's gonna be a counter flash just to even deny the trades to even happen on towards Cubby. But of course, Lockdown being committed to at least delay the B main push here. But of course, the Omen beats trying to stall off anyone is going in for the push. And of course, makakuha pa nga siya ng wallbang just to even manage to hold out the side all on his own. Now, of course, Paranoia might come into play with that duo na nanggaling dito. Beats, I'm sorry, John at Borcom mukhang sinusubukan talaga nila to sandwich this Killjoy. But Food is not going to be able to even land at least another shot coming out from Bagito. And that's going to be the round na mapunta once again towards Goin Bulilit.
Ito na, they're bouncing back. Momentum is starting to swing into their favor with 5 ultimates online for the side of Goin Bulilit. And ito talaga yung nangyayari lang, no? In high-level gameplay, when you give an opponent that sort of breathing room and you give him opportunity to capitalize on your mistake, talagang susulitin nila. Of course, you can count on Borcom on doing that. At talagang that round was just a monumental shift in their favor. Now let's see if perhaps Gibo and friends can do something against a whole team with ultimates online.
Whole team with ultimates on the line. The least that they could do here is to manage to even get the pickoffs that they need, pero hindi sila maging successful dito, Viv. Because John po makakuha ng isa, so it's gonna be Bagito putting this round on a 3v4. Although makikita natin dito, there's a lot more opportunities for Rolling Thunder to even be used for countering the post-fan situations, or sabihin talaga natin yung mga side takes na pinipilit nila. But Gadowers with the Sheriff and the backstab parang nanggagaling sa Cubby. But Borcom though, with the flash peek coming into play here, but he's gonna be going to reposition himself. Knows fully where with the spike is about to go in, and seems like the raid is gonna be here on a tight spot. But mauubusan siya ng bullets. Gadowers surveilling that duel, and it seems like he's not gonna be getting anything out of that yet. Wala siyang mapulot doon na Vandal. But Trix though, with the aim and hold, has run it back, could actually play this one out. But a pretty passive position na nakikita natin coming out from Goin Bulilit. Inaabangan lang talaga nila na si Trix to even go in for the peaks, and of course go in for the dry peaks dito, na kung saan he might actually
30
be caught
seconds
off
left.
guard once he doesn't actually know where the Cypher is going to be coming from. But for some reason, Trix still managed to even win this duel, but the quick refrag from the Omen is going to be there to shut him down immediately.
And in the end, Trix was just outnumbered 2v1 right there. Really good sort of spike defense. Pero ang ganda ng anticipation ni Trix dun no? Kahit na sobrang off angle dun sa tok-tok ng box na yan, talagang nakuha pa rin niya yung duel na yan. So really, good effort from Trix. But again, Gibo and friends, they're starting to lose their steam. But then again, it's now time for them to adapt. And this time around, my Blade Store, my Empress, and of course Trix is going to be entering on that. Kachawi though is going to be making quick work of Gado and Foods. And they're conserving their ultimates Hindi nila ginamit ng previous round kasi alam nila naka-eco sila Borcom though, hindi daw niya kailangan mag-ult ngayon. Taking down Trix.
Hindi talaga niya kinakailangan ng ultimate para gamitin doon. But seems like though, mukhang isang mabilisang ubusan dito para sa Gibo and Fred is gonna be left for the duo to actually play this one out. But an aggressive play coming out from the rain, and that's gonna be Kachawi to at least secure more kills on towards this round. But seems like Trix though, he's gonna be going in for the lurk and sneaky play, forcing out anyone to even go in and force out the B main push. But so far, the Omen is not gonna be behind that. There's gonna be backup coming out from behind, and Kachawi finishing this out for nice aggressive play coming out from the defensive side to even shut down what Gibo and friends are trying to do early point of the game.
Yeah, diba? Parang may puhunan pa yung yung Going Bulilit. Ang dami pa nilang ultimate, hindi pa nila ginagamit. And, for good reason. John Kick is going to be on that operator. And there's so much that can be done even without dispensing those ultimates. And really, parang they can use that as a crutch situation kung maging parang 2v4, 2v3, ganyan. But this time, Gibo and friends gonna be on those sheriffs. Now, we all know how devastating these players can be on those eco rounds, and literally anything can happen at this point, but highly improbable as Trix takes down Borkum and Beats. And yeah, this is how effective the Jet is, right? Especially kung eco round.
Effective indeed with that Blaze Storm, but Bagido is going to be ending his streak. The worst will punishing the rotation coming out from Bagido. That's going to be literally coming out from CT, but SVR Foods mukhang isang mabilisan and a really good eco round coming out from Gibo and friends. Honestly, that was a really quick one. I was really not really anticipating for anyone to even take out the site that fast na walang masasagot ang Going Bulilit coming out from defensive. Although nakita na talaga natin that the huge map control that they already have. Kahit sabihin wala silang controller smokes, they have been quite effective in going in for those explosive plays. Fast-paced are really a way to go coming out from Gibo and friends, but I really do hope there's like a lot more that they could offer as like a three-man lineup here. It's not just gonna be that same play all over again that has been effective, but it seems like mukhang Going Bullet might actually try to play around that on towards the next ones.
Yeah, exactly. And this is a mark of like true team synergy. Kung wala kayong hard smoker pero nakakapag-mid control pa rin kayo, that's just a feat in itself. Although it's gonna be 4v5 in favor of Going Bulilit, playing out that mad advantage. Still have ult economy on their side. Pero may lockdown si Foods dito. Let's see if Beats gets a pick off Gado.
Seems like here, mukhang nag-aabang lang tayo. Waiting game on towards market. The spray down gonna be coming out from the Cypher. And of course, putting Gibo and friends in a pretty tight spot on a three-man left for it to even take on towards the side. But seems like hindi na po ibibigay ng Going Bulilit here. They're not gonna be letting anyone to go in for the frag downs or the takedowns that we're gonna be expecting coming up from Gibo and friends. Like all the way, aim duels and straight up contesting for angles. It's gonna be one thing that Gibo and friends are like their main objective actually is, given that the lineup is gonna be comprising more on that quite intensive plays. But seems like Going Bulilit kung ayaw na nila papalampasin to. Sino man magtatawid dyan sa Kabi, walang aabot dito sa site because seems like Trix being the only one left alive, being left with 33 HP and the operator. One bullet is all you need to actually finish out the round. But of course, Borkum with the Vandal will always prevail over his position.
Yeah, at this point in time, I think Trix could have gone for the save there. It is one thing to lose an operator, especially on offense like that you can really make use of it. Looks like sige mo pipilitan mag-guardian dito and half armor si Trix. And it seems like they're going to be heavily disadvantaged here coming in here into the second to the last round of the first half. John Kicks sitting comfortably on that operator. Borkum holding down B side pero mukhang mag-heavy A stack ang Gibo defense dito. But Shawi, ganda na anticipation niya dun. Off angle na yawan.
But not gonna be getting anything at that point because Trix with the punishment para bibigay whoever's gonna be holding on towards the A side gets a quick 2k doon, but seems like they're not gonna be committing to anything just yet. Although we are gonna be seeing a quick rotation coming out from Going Bullet, not really sure where to go next, being left with the spike here on towards outside aiming, and seems like they are gonna be trying to play around the time and at least get more information since Gibo is actually forcing out neural theft to happen to even further get more information where everyone is right now. The legendary crosshair na mas malaki pa nga sa character sa larong to is gonna be hunting out for more kills, but he flakes just right in time, but not even connecting his shots. Beat's is gonna be the one to take him down, and Trix though already with the 3k, we have not seen that yet, but seems like he's able to actually punish Borkum on towards that aggression na ginawa niya just a while ago. But the bomb, the spike, of course, he's gonna be going for the rotation and might actually go their way towards B. Although a
30
quick tag
seconds
down
left.
ng galing kay John with the operator para sa Jet, seems like the one-way smoke might actually do a thing here na kung saan that it could actually cancel out the B-side take that they're trying to do. Shakes being the first one to be taken out, but lockdown being committed by Foods on towards A. Seems like a really questionable rotation coming out from the defenders. And seems like Beats is still managing to even hold off the side all on his own, make this a 1v2. He's gonna be low on HP, always gonna be Tricks left with a single curveball, and the wall mo ang gagamitin niya early point of the round. Cyber Cage being deployed, it seems like they're trying their best to at least put this out and at least play for trades coming out from heaven. It's still up to 100 HP. Knows fully well na ang footstep kung saan nagagaling, could actually go in for the off angle here. But of course, he's actually managed to even isolate it.
Oh my gosh, Tricks.
Go in for the clutch. Tricks, you are insane at this point. Tying it out to a 5-5.
Really close match so far. Momentum shifts abound, but really Herculean effort from Tricks right there. Another clutch situation. I mean, that was sort of like a deja vu moment there. But Tricks securing that round for Gibo and friends. And they really need every single point they can get over here for the side of Goin Bulilit. Kasi, guys, double sentinel for the side of Gibo and friends. You have Foods and Gibo very proficient on those sentinels. And I can't wait to actually see what they're going to do in the second half here. But again, 5-5 tied scored line. We'll see if they can make some plays here. They do have a Blade Storm. They do have Run It Back as well as an Empress. But so far, surprise, surprise, Borkum not really finding a lot of value off of that ultimate that he's been holding on for quite a few rounds now.
They have been very frugal with their ultimate so far, Bim, but seems like they haven't really found a situation so far that seems teamable and worthy for those type of abilities na gagamitin nila later part of this round. But seems like for this one, he's gonna be a quick dash in towards Tricks, not really getting the opening, but tries to at least create more space for his team. He's gonna get flashed out, not really hitting his shots with the burst blades, but seems like he's gonna be able to even take out the Phoenix in the process of taking out A side. Now it's gonna be left for Beats. That's gonna be a really quick one, I might say, na madaling mapapabagsak ang Goin natin dito, and Gibo and friends still managing to at least win another round coming out from the attacker side, but that's gonna be the last round. I might have to say, medyo mahirapan talaga sila dito once they actually play this one out on towards the defensive side with little to no utility to actually stall out the fights. They are gonna be solely relying on the flashes. I might have to say 4 flashes just to even play around with once they even go for defensive. Like for attacking, as expected, gamit na gamit siya. But for defending, I might actually have a really questionable play here that you're going to be seeing from them once and for all. Kachawi has the read in play. It's going to be online, but he's not going to be using it just yet. And Tricks is going to be there to punish whatever aggression na binibigyan niya para sa kanya. There's no resurrection here. There's no second life, but Beats though with a the Phoenix though with the run it back is going to be able to at least go out and have a second chance to actually play out this round. But Borkum not even throwing a single utility at this point to even counter the pushing ginagawa ng Gibo and friends. Cloud Burst Ball coming into play. It seems like that's going to be denied at any point of information. It's going to be coming out and going towards Goin Bulilit. You're trying to at least play their luck with the wall bag, but Bagito, neural threat being committed by the Cypher. And seems like they are getting fully aware where Bagito is going to finally be at. But the Spectre mukhang doing wonders so far, picking out Foods, goes in for the curveball, flash peek, but so far wala pang duels that they are going to be contesting for. Run it back, and that's going to be enough to actually secure 2 kills!
Oh my
and
God.
the clutch coming out from Nashaguas, Bagito, but could that actually be not enough time? Oh no!
Anyway, it's that
He
run it
doesn't
back.
have
I
enough
don't
time.
think he has enough time at this point. He even gets slowed by that
no.
alarm bot. Such a Herculean effort, but to no avail. You gotta respect that though. I mean, that was an insane 1v3. Naka-Spectre pa siya nun, pero nakapalit
Switching
siya
sides.
ng Vandal, and he actually made it happen. So close. Gibo and friends now gonna be in the lead, 7-5. Now makita natin yung sort of defensive protocol na dito. Where's Foods gonna play? Where's Gibo gonna play? I assume that Foods is gonna be playing B side. Typically favored ang Killjoy dito onto B side. There's so many cheeky spots where you can put your turret right there. And Gibo naman, you can have those one ways and sort of one-sided tripwires over there at A main. And you know what, Ling? I won't be surprised if they sort of run away with it here on defense.
They will definitely try to at least run away with this. But seems like Tito Vim, this might actually be, not really a really one-sided map that I'm gonna be seeing na para sa kanila. But their lineup definitely did dictate on how the rounds are gonna be going. So it's gonna be this A-main push wherein Trix is gonna be managing to at least land his shots and completely denying the refrag na nanggagaling from people that are stacked up on towards top mid. But of course, kung makikita natin dito, the Cypher has full control over B side. My god, this is like a fortress that's almost impossible to be penetrated in. But seems like we are going to be seeing a few tricks up his sleeve. Mukha si Trix po is making a play of his own on towards Kirby, and he's trying to even deny them further map control that they're even able to get as the attackers.
Grabe yung proactive playstyle ni Trix, Kanina ko pa napapansin yan eh. But especially here on defense, it's so good to be proactive. Borkum trying to make something happen, but Gibo denying that mid entrance. And of course, Bagito not anticipating that going to be a crossfire over here from Foods and Cubby.
One enemy remaining.
Interesting crossfire here, I might have to say, but Foods, hello, jumping around the map against basically killing
Let's
his
go.
shots at the same time. He's basically a god at the classic at that point. Walang gustong tumawid doon. It's basically just Gibo and friends, or rather going Bulilit, laying out the frags out for him on towards that B-main.
I mean, it's called a classic for a reason, and you love to see it, Ling. I mean, it's probably like my favorite round of the entire game, those pistol rounds, because I just love jumping and right-clicking heads. But it's super satisfying seeing that over there at B main, and here it is, 3-point lead. It's like Rifles and Marshall for the Jet over here at Gibo and Friends.
Might actually have to utilize around this gun a little bit more, but Borkum classic plays, but seems like Godot with a ghost is gonna be able to tap heads on towards Catwalk. That's gonna be a straight line na kailangan niyang babantayan, because that's not gonna be a line that you're gonna be crossing just yet, because Trix, quick 2K, 2 taps on Wong, that's gonna be enough to shut down everyone who's going towards A-main. Now for Bagito, I've seen a lot of clutches from this man. I'm not gonna be expecting less coming out from his ghost play. But of course, the Cypher is gonna be winning this duel with the Spectre once and for all, because that rate of fire is gonna be completely enough for him to actually shut him down.
I mean, Trix is just a masterclass of Jet right here. Quick 2-tap, and then tailwind away, denying that refrag. That's really how you play a Jet to its maximum efficacy right there. Now, I'd like to see Goin Bulilit sort of go for a classic split push, perhaps overwhelm them with the value from Borkum's, one of 3 flashes from Borkum's, and of course, John Kicks with that paranoia as well. I mean, ang dami nilang flash. Like, they could make something happen with those utilities. But Godot taking down one of the integral entry frags, Bagito. This is going to be a really tough situation for Goin Bulilit here.
Really tough situation indeed, but so far no progress on towards the map that we're definitely going to be seeing coming out from Goin Bulilit with that cancel out on towards our entry. That is going to be having a huge toll, because that's one flasher being picked off almost immediately on towards this game. But Borkum is going to be trying to at least zone off anyone who's going to be going in with his fault line, but seems like they might actually go in for the straight up duels here on towards market. And of course, binibigay talaga nila yun, because Borkum is going to be landing all his bullets on towards the body, on towards para sa Reyna. It seems like that's going to be enough to at least shut him down. Now it's a 4v4. Breach going to be low on HP. The spike is not going to be going anywhere at this point, but they still have enough smokes to at least have regained fully control on towards the spot. But Kachawi opening up something on towards Kabi na kung nag-flash plays are definitely going to be coming into play. It seems like Borkum is going to be there to at least position himself for the trade. And walang
30 seconds
magaganap
left.
because the Heaven player Trix 30.
Planted.
Nako, may cloudburst pa siya. Enough to actually deny the further angles that he's gonna be anticipating in. But he's gonna be playing around his team this time around. Well, the Omen is gonna be denying the push here. All the way from Heaven, they are gonna be trying to anticipate a lot more, because Gibo mukhang siya pa ang unang mababagsak coming out from this. Turret gonna be coming into play. And of course, the backstab coming in from Beats in behind. And of course, John
With a tactical
Beats
crouch
rather,
as well from
Tactical
Beats.
crouch, yeah.
I mean, that was such a tight round. Effective HP essentially being equal across those 3 agents on either side, but eventually that big flank just pulling it through. Now here,
Mhm.
Gibo and friends, they do have that Blade Storm. They could choose to go with an early aggression, but I think at this point, they might get punished for their aggression. And
Mhm.
really just go for picks and sort of hold your ground for the defense here. And again, the burden is over at Going Bulilit. Won't be surprised if Mr. Bagito over here would make an entry, but look at that. A couple of rough drafts and knives. It's all you need
No.
to make an opening kill.
Knives is definitely gonna be all you need, and of course the backstab is not gonna be there. Pulls out the sheriff, and John, oh, a headshot is completely enough. Good backup coming out from Trix as the Phoenix. At mukhang, hey main, wala pa pong tatawid. Aggressive peek from the Jet, and of course a backup coming out from your team is basically enough to even shut anyone down. Lamang masamang binabalak to even go on towards A main. Of course, Cubby is not gonna be there for the taking yet. Although we're gonna be left with Borkham here. Full utility is coming out to hand. We're still gonna be at this point to
enemy
even play
remaining.
for a single flash. But Foods coming out from the rotation all the way from Garden. He's gonna be peeking in just in time. We're gonna be left with Gachawi playing this one on a 1v3. Has the Leer in hand. It's not gonna be deciding to use it. Goes in for the flick and the wall bang para sa isa. Phoenix is gonna be down to not even win the duels at this point. He has an advantage but still has not played around that yet. She still has 2 flashes. A lot to play around with, but it's gonna be
30
trying to
seconds
at least
left.
go for the backstab here on towards the heaven play. Might actually get the Cypher off guard. Another opening na makuha na dito. Gibo being the one to fall down in her hands. 1v1. Has the Empress still online? Knows not really aware where the Killjoy is gonna be at.
This is
Nako,
going to be
si Pools.
really huge. Yeah, he's going to be
Really
forced to
huge.
rotate
10
right
seconds
here.
left.
And wow, what a big brain play by Kachawi. From baiting that sort of, break in through that door and then going for that backstab onto Gibo and then quickly rotating onto B side. And there's no other better way you can play out that situation. Let's see if Foods can actually anticipate this sort of speedway close left. He is going to be checking that corner.
No way. Oh god. That's timing is not gonna be in Kachow's favor this time around. Isang napakasayang na play coming out from that. I might have to say, parang medyo nakakalito talaga nangyari dun just a while ago. But still, SBR Foods has definitely outplayed and outplayed in a position na kung saan he actually did manage to at least play out for this clutch and cancel at kung anong gustong gagawin ni Kachow just a while ago.
I mean, frags pretty much even across the scoreboard, but time and time again, Foods just making it happen for his team as well as Tricks. I mean, may bago ako natutunan din yung double updrafted. I mean, I think I've seen that before, but it kind of refreshed my memory a little bit and just insane value off that Blade Storm by Tricks.
Insane value indeed. Kahit sabihin mo talaga, you got 1, 2 out of that kill. So that's pretty much a big enough impact that you're definitely going to be having against towards the defender's side. But seems like here, Stingers are definitely going to be coming out to play. He still has running back to at least play around here, but he is going to be deciding to at least stick off this one with the Vandal. 4v4, and that's a quick trade na nakikita natin all the way from teammate, but still though, Borkham, he's trying to even help out his teammate to at least clear out more angles on towards this game, and they have actually decided to at least go in for slow-paced plays here. I mean, could possibly be enough to go in for what the explosive plays that Gibo and friends are gonna be trying to do to counter them out and cancel what they're trying to do out. But seems like here, nagpapanggap bilang turret na si Trix dito, and seems like that's gonna be a quick trade na makukuha niya because Borkham is there for the backup and it's at least another one to even clear out on towards A side. The bomb is still gonna be on its way, going in for the plant. It seems like he's gonna be securing more map control and space na makukuha niya, and of course a frag in the process while he's gonna be at it. It's gonna be one on a 2v2, lockdown being committed. It seems like Gibo, with the Spectre in hand, susubukan talaga niya. Isang matinding crosser and of course, isang matinding aim. Enough to at least inflict enough damage para sa mga friends natin dito. But Foods, mukhang the double pick there is gonna be prevailing and winning those duels for them.
I mean, ang ganda talaga kasi ng lockdown eh. I mean, pag nalagay mo siya dun sa pwesto na yun sa A site, it literally gives you info whether or not mag-hell yung kalaban mo or going sa A long. And that really gave them the crucial info to basically go for that flawless retake. At talaga nagsastruggle yung Going Bulilit dito. And actually, I wasn't really expecting this sort of outcome, especially here na sila yung meron smokes eh. John Kicks is not on that Omen. Sila yung maraming flash. Sila yung nasa ult economical advantage. Pero, against all odds, Gibo and friends prevailed during that attack phase, and now of course they are thriving with the dual Sentinel setup, and not just any Sentinel, mind you, it's Killjoy and Cypher over here on Haven, and it's working out flawlessly for them so far.
Policy for them, and makikita mo talaga that they have thought a lot on what they're trying to do. They're not going to be going and running and gunning towards the side because that's a great way for you to actually die out so fast. But seems like here, ayaw talaga nila sumabay kung ano man balak ginagawa coming out from Goin Bulilit. They are going to be trying their best to even go and aggress towards the side. But here's the thing, yung enough flashes that Gibo and friends actually has to stall everyone out, put everyone in a really off position is basically enough to hold off towards A side. But seems like here, Rolling Thunder being committed and coming into play. Bagito being cancelled out with his running back. CT and Extract is trying his best to actually inflict more damage here. But Foods spraying down towards Cybercage is going to be able to take out one, but seems like that's a quick refract ng mga galing coming up from Phoenix. And a quick round putting Gibo and friends on towards a match point.
Now, this is just such a dominant game for Gibo and friends. I know I was expecting it to be completely the opposite outcome, to tell you the honest truth, Ling. And it just goes to show that perhaps here in the GG Easy All-Star Invitational, na meron tayong natututunan na bagong strategies. And, you know, necessarily, it doesn't always mean that you have to play an Omen on a map like Ascent. And over there, we saw both a Killjoy and a Cypher on one side. And let me tell you, that's a scary sight to see. And that's not a situation I want to be in. Bagito here trying to make an entry, but gets taken down by Gado and Foods. It's going to be match point here, 5v3 in favor of Gibo and friends. Let's see if Goin Bulilit can make something happen or salvage this situation. Doesn't seem like the case.
Doesn't seem like the case indeed. It seems like Goin Bulilit mo ang isang mabilis na round na bibigay natin na dito for Gibo and friends. I might have to say, I will have to back you up on this, Vim, because you know,
Yeah, this is insane.
duelists have prevailed over like a standard lineup that we have seen on competitive gameplay. I mean, bro, flashes are gonna be enough. We won't be needing the smokes here. And honestly, kahit sabihin mo wala silang breach yun, it honestly feels like meron sa apat na matatapon niya. Rather, tatlo na matatapon nila doon. Which, what? Ano yun?
Yeah, I think it's just a matter of fact that they had so much intel and they were able to box in, sort of shoehorn the whole opposing squad and know when to catch them off guard. So it doesn't really matter kung sobrang daming flash ng side nila Goin Bulilit. Kasi even if you flash sort of in front of you, you know, you get surrounded from different flanks and sort of backstab right there. And you don't expect that because they know each and every corner when to peak at the right time. So really well played from Gibo and friends right there. Very unexpected outcome. Any final words, Ling, about that previous match?
Man, a fight worth watching and a really interesting play that I have definitely learned from them. And I really do hope na kaya pa nila talaga to keep up on towards the finals. My God, they won the semis. And it's a lot more. Incredible indeed.
All right, now we're going to be going back to our awesome hosts, Terror and Laika. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Vyminal and Ling. Grabe nga naman yung larong yon. Hindi ko ina-expect na magiging 13-6 yung score. Pero, alam mo yun, pinakita naman sa atin nung Goin Bulilit na tinry rin talaga nila lahat ng efforts nila. Pero, maganda lang talaga yung synergy na pinakita nitong Gibo and friends. After all, friends nga naman sila. So,
friends.
Baka andun pala yung secret na dapat makipaglaro ka sa mga friends mo. Para
mga tropa.
Kasi syempre, kabisado nyo na yung isa't isa tropa. Andito yung kalaban. Ganyan.
Diba?
Mga ganun yung mga call-outs nila.
Si Vyminal parang napaisip pa siya kung Eliza and Ling, muntik niya pang masabi yata yan eh. Pareho kasing letter L. Pero right now, as I can say doon sa match na nangyari kanina, no, pistol rounds are truly the best. And the jet of tricks is exceptional during that game. Nakita mo yung ulti agad and then pag-burst niya or pag-updraft niya rather agad doon sa long A para masilip yung kalaban. I mean, that was amazing. And again, sa draft pa lang, pagkakita pa lang ng
Yun nga
casters natin
sasabihin
sa
ko
draft, parang seryoso ba to? Totoo ba to? I think hindi matatalo sila dito. Lamang yung kabilang team but no smokes. no problem para sa Gibo and friends. They are now advancing sa ating Grand Finals, Laika.
At napaka-espesyal yan kasi after all, ang prize pool natin dito ay 25,000 pesos and the winning team takes all. So imagine mo yun, malay natin baka Gibo and friends yan. Pero syempre may isa pa tayong semifinals matchup na makikita. This time around, it's gonna be Jillian's Angels versus Bren E. Smurfs. So malalaman natin sa laban na yan mamaya kung sino ba yung makakalaban ng Gibo and friends later on.
Grabe ha, itong Jillian's Angels, nakita natin kanina kung gaano kalakas tong team na ito. Na 13-3 lang naman ang score nila kanina against Bren and M, kasama yung sina Berg kanina, no, kalaban nila. And even the fans were surprised na parang what happened? Bakit ganito? Bakit one-sided yung match? Bakit landslide? Ano nangyari sa mga players? But I mean, that just shows how powerful or how strong this team is. Hindi biro yung labanan dito. Kita naman natin yung mga match natin na walang palya eh. Kumbaga, talagang laban kung laban. Gina G, diba? Goin, Bulilit, and again, Gibo and friends.
Gina G na matchup.
Oh, Gina G, going to the finals now, Gibo and friends. Pero bago ang lahat nga, like ano, alam kong meron kang gustong i-announce. Ito na ang inaantay ng mga viewers natin.
Syempre guys, pwede rin kayong manalo ng mga premyo dito sa ating live stream. All you have to do is like and share our Facebook live stream and make sure na iset nyo to sa public at mag-comment kayo down below ng cheer nyo para sa inyong favorite team na sinusuportahan nyo dito. At syempre, isama nyo na rin yung ating official hashtags na makikita nyo sa ating pin section and sa ating description. Napakasimple lang at may possibility pa kayong manalo ng GCash, Legion Peripherals, XSplit codes at meron pa, kasi meron rin tayong poll na ongoing ngayon sa mga nag-cheer sa ating teams dyan. So meron tayong mga moderators na nagko-comment sa ating live streams, nililink nila yan. At kapag bumoto kayo dyan, pwede kayong manalo ng GCash ulit o kaya naman Legion Jacket. So ayan, napakabongga ng mga pag-giveaway natin dito sa GG Easy All-Star Tournament.
I mean, speaking of yung mga GCash and all the other items, we have actually our winners para sa GCash natin. Nabigay na nga ang mga pangalan. Kaya listen up, ladies and gentlemen, you just won yourself a GCash worth 500 pesos dito. Jeremiah James, Micaela Podador, and MJ Beloso. Meron pa tayong winners para sa ating XSplit, Laika.
Meron pa nga. Andito si Windel Gingoyon, Josh Alex, John Patrick Yandok, Girly Ohenar, Junel Alcris Reyes. Ayan guys, kung natawag yung pangalan nyo, ang gawin nyo lang, i-PM nyo yung Valorant PH page para malaman kung paano nyo ba pwedeng i-claim or i-redeem itong premyo nyo. Huwag kayong mag-alala kung hindi agad makareply yung ating moderators. Inaasikaso lang rin tong tournament, of course. Pero sure enough, magre-reply rin yan sa inyo. So mag-antay lang kayo.
Ngayon, ito nga, speaking of antay, no, we're just gonna go in a very short break dahil sa pagbabalik natin, makikita na natin ang isa sa huli para sa ating semifinals match. It's gonna be, again, between Gibo, actually, ito na yung semifinals match natin. Bren E. Smurfs and Jillian's Angels. Malalaman natin kung sino ba ang tatapat sa Grand Finals kina Gibo and friends. Kaya huwag kayong aalis, muling magbabalik ang GG Easy All-Star Invitational.